So, what I want to talk about today is how do we bring stability to your life in a time when you are being gifted more freedom? And you can look at that two different ways. There's more instability in your life because perhaps the way things are unfolding for you, the economy is a bit hard. You could have lost your job or gotten a pay cut, could have had relationship fallouts, friend changes, a sickness in the family or for yourself and your health. Whatever it is, looking at that from a higher spiritual perspective of like, what is the lesson here? What did my soul come here to experience to like give myself another badge on my Girl Scout badge? There's always a lesson in the life experiences that you are having. And we can look at it as right now, we are being gifted freedom or we're being gifted kind of a bit of chaos. So, in that chaos, how do we still look at that as like, wow, we are so free right now? There are all these amazing opportunities. It's never been a better time, an easier time to get into, working for yourself if that's something that's really important to you, or opening up another income stream, or figuring out a way to homeschool your kids and work at the same time. I mean, we have so many opportunities right now. We don't have as many boundaries. So, how do you keep a core stability for yourself, staying grounded while allowing your wings to really fan out and fly? I'm going to go through each energy type and talk about that. So, there are 5 energy types in human design. We've got your manifestors, your generators, your manifesting generators, projectors, and reflectors. And in short, manifestors, you guys are here to initiate, bring ideas to this planet. Generators, you are these creative, magnetic, full of life force people who, when you are doing what you love, you are meant to focus on that singular activity and see it all the way through. Sometimes helping the manifestors bring what they brought to this planet through fruition. Then manifesting generators, you are a hybrid of both manifestor and generator. You have a very playful, lively spirit. You pivot often because your job here is to show us a way to do things in a way that have never been done before. Your path is very nonlinear. You have that sparkly magnetic essence when you're doing what you love, just like the generators. But you tend to, when you focus on one thing, when it's no longer feeling energized for you, you move to the next thing and then the next, along the way, collecting all this wisdom and experience to create something new in a new way. Then projectors, you guys are our guides, our mentors. You see so deeply into the rest of us on how to be more efficient or what our talent is or how to do something better. You can also see into systems very well as well. And then reflectors, the 1% of the population, you guys are so special. You are here to really mirror back to us. How are we all doing? How's the collective doing? Your environment is super important to you. Your health is directly correlated to the environments you are in, the people you surround yourself with. And so you are here to be a great mirror for the rest of us, to show us where we are in alignment and where we are not. How do we keep kind of just this like core stability floating in the background while we play and really take advantage of this freedom and these opportunities right now and like let ourselves fly? With manifestors, it's really important for you guys to honor the fact that your energy works in either high energetic surges when you get an idea or want to go do something, or you want to bring some creative idea into life. And on the flip side of that, when you're not feeling the energy, when you don't feel like doing, we are deeply conditioned to think that we always need to be doing, producing. And the way your energy works is actually in the rest time. That's so important for manifestors. You don't have the energy to do it. You need to be able to tell people no. You need to have more autonomy in your schedule. And most importantly, to bring stability for you is to inform the rest of us where you're at. Are you in a manifestor surge right now? Leave me alone. I'm so excited. I'm going to go into like a 4-day creative gardening deep dive. Or are you in a like, hey, I know you really wanted my help with writing, looking at your resume this week, but like I'm in my rest part of being the manifestor. Like I really need to rest this week. And luckily, the more we learn about human design, the more all the other types will really honor that for you guys. So your core stability to hang on to is to keep informing everyone around you what you're up to. What ideas do you have? Because we want to help you with those when we get excited about them too, especially the generators and MGs. We want to help you with those. So it doesn't come natural to you to inform. It doesn't come easy, especially from your conditioning of either not telling anyone what you're up to because everyone always said no when you were a kid, or people pleasing because you just wanted to get your way when you had an idea. So keep us informed. That is going to be your rock. Okay, generators, how do you create stability? Is really prioritizing either the hobby or work or the people you want to be around, whatever it is that you know just lights your soul, that makes you so, so happy. That is going to be most important because even though maybe you're wondering, why aren't you talking about like the work I'm meant to do? It's not really about that. You are the energizer bunny that can keep going and keep going and keep going. As long as you're saying yes to things that make you feel light and easy and fun and playful and really magnetic. And then the more magnetic your aura gets and the more space you have open and available for opportunities, then those opportunities come to you and you can respond the yes or no to them. So it's not about going out and initiating like manifestors and looking for something to do. It's really about actually being, doing the things that really light you up. And if right now the only things you know don't have anything to do with work or like moving the needle forward in life, and they're just simply like, I love drinking green tea at 10 a.m. in the morning. It makes me so happy. Do that. That is the thing you are supposed to be doing. And then you will create a more sparkly aura. Manifesting generators, it's really important for you to allow yourself to color outside the lines. You are conditioned, your mind is conditioned to see how everyone else is doing it, which is a very like manifestor world. Let's initiate, let's make it happen. Because you have that energy, sometimes you think you're a manifestor and you go do that and then you burn out. So very similar to the generator, it's really important you open up more space in your life. And I'm an MG too, and that's why the universe is like, you are going to minimalize your house so much that you have so much energetic space that things are just going to flow and come to you. I really, truly believe it. So anyway, that's my example of how I'm opening space. But do you need to do like a digital cleanse, or do you need to look at your diet? What in your life can support you and your energy? Because you are the most energized energy type out of all of them. And because of that, your mind can keep you running, doing things, work for other people that don't light you up, or things that you feel like you have to do because your mind is telling you this is how everyone else becomes successful. No. That is going to burn your sacral motor out so fast. We need you just as magnetic and sparkly as the generators. The two energy types together make up 70% of the population. And the founder of Human Design says that if we can make sure those two types are living in alignment, then naturally we're feeding the rest of the world all this sparkly magnetic life force energy from our sacral motor, and it will just be like dominoes. Everyone will seek higher alignment of their souls and their human lives, by the way. I really, really want to make sure I'm always bringing this back down to like, how can we live the best, most scrumptious human life possible? Because that's what our souls are here for. So MGs, your stability there is really going to pay attention to your responses and actually to remind yourself to slow down. It's okay to have a couple tabs open in your life, but honestly, the shadow side of that can be way too many tabs open, way too many plates spinning for you. So slow down, smell the roses, and the stability is going to be creating space in your life, saying no more often, really, really, really listening to the response of your sacral motor, and generators too. That's for you. Really, really honoring when you can't figure out if it's a yes or not. It's a not right now or a no. Can your mind let you actually choose that? That's really, really, really important. And then projectors. What is going to create stability for you right now is honoring how gifted and talented you are. You need to recognize yourself first in order for the rest of us to recognize you and invite you in. That is your strategy, to wait for the invitation. Because when we can recognize and see how talented you are at seeing a certain system or organizing a closet or being able to see me better than I can see myself on the work that I'm trying to do, or or maybe seeing a couple in a relationship, therapy session, and really being able to reflect back to them so that they can come together again. Those are just some examples of projector talents that I have seen a lot. And when somebody invites you in, they already recognize you, and you don't need to do a sales pitch because they already know your energy is so worth the money. You are so worth it. So the first place that will bring you stability is you recognizing yourself. When you find out you're a projector and you're like, wait, I need to wait for an invitation and people to recognize me. And then you might feel bitter because you're like, what the heck? I want to initiate, make it happen like we've all been conditioned to do. You just need to sit back, maybe journal, contemplate. What are all things that come so easy to me that I kind of don't even notice them? What has somebody said to me before or reflected back to me that like, this comes so easy? Or what does a best friend always call me about? I have that projector best friend. Like I know, like when I'm calling her, it's because I know she's got the answer for me. Okay. So what can you do to help recognize yourself in everything that it is that you do? Recognize yourself. What are your core strengths as a parent, as a mom, as a boss, as a coworker, as a friend, as a family member, as a sister? Like give yourself some love. The more you love on yourself, the more you will naturally share what you're good at. And then by sharing what you're good at, aligned action here, by sharing what you're good at, you will call in the right people to recognize you and bring you opportunities, whether that's for work or just in your daily life. Okay, so that's your stability. Recognize yourself first. And then reflectors. Your stability is to own what you need in your environments and not shy away from or feel like people think that's too much or too needy. No. Own it. Make your environments the best, absolutely most luscious, scrumptious environment you can for you so that you can go from your house to your car, to walking down the street, to your office, to the one coffee shop you like going to because that's where you feel the best. Give yourself permission for that's what you need. And that's what you'll do over and over again. It's okay if you rearrange your living room once a week. Okay? That's okay. You're a reflector. You need that energy change. Environment is so important to you. We need you to feel good too. Even though you're here to mirror back, mirror back to us how we're doing, the rest of your chart will tell you who that's meant to be for. It's not meant to be for everyone. So don't feel like you need to walk around this planet taking in all the energy because you take in a lot of energy and like feeling all the feels. No. Set up your reflector paradise. That is your core stability. Your environments, how you feel in them, whether they're minimal, whether they're cozy, whether they're, like industrial, like how do you want them set up? And this is just making me think because I'm also a real estate agent. I would love to know if I've ever worked with any reflector clients. And whenever I do, I'm going to start making my clients tell me their birthday, time, and location because it's so helpful. It's so helpful to know someone's human design, to know like what kind of environment and house they should be living in. Anyway, reflectors, that's your core stability. Your environments are so important, and that's what you should focus on at this time. So there you have it, you guys. We are in a time of great freedom, but also great change, sometimes chaos, and that creates stress and anxiety. So our huge job here is if you are fortunate enough, if you're listening to this podcast today, I'm going to assume you are fortunate enough to be like lowest level safe, right? You've got your house, you can feel fully resourced on the inside and the outside, whether it is actually the case right now or not. We're all struggling in one way or another. But energetically, you can take those steps according to your energy type to really always keep that core stability in mind as you go about your days, your month, and your year ahead.